Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the national TV and conference call talk show, The Road to Success. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, and as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. The show, The Road to Success, is a show for you to get all your questions answered and to give you a chance to give your opinion on any topic. The show, The Road to Success, is for you, but it all depends on you. So stay tuned in and spread the word about the show. Spread the word. Let everybody know. Share this out. Share this out. It takes a split second for you to give a blessing to someone out there by you hitting share. And if you're on my YouTube page or my LinkedIn page, subscribe. Subscribe, because the more subscribers I get and that I have, the better I'll be able to do and get more benefits, to do more things. And I never could. It took just 2 hours and 45 minutes to reach it. So I got to hear. So I'm saying, give a blessing. Share this out. I'm waiting on my guest, and I'm hoping that he's able to get on, because he's tied up this evening a little bit, but he said he'll try to hop on for a little bit. We weren't sure whether or not he's going to be available. But I mean, I understand how busy that man is, and he told me he'd be on, if given the break and opportunity. So I'm just waiting. I'm hoping he comes on. If not, we'll reschedule. No doubt about it. I was blessed enough to to get to know this man for many years. We've shared the stage at events, at speaking events over the years. And the man is truly, truly brilliant. That's George C. Fraser. I've learned a lot from him. We've had many private conversations. And his brilliance, it's hard to describe. I mean, I've had the blessing of being around this man many, 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 many hours. And many, many times. And every time I get a chance, I never, never miss the opportunity. I'm hoping that he can kick in this evening for a few minutes or so. I got my fingers crossed, y'all. I mean, I understand that, you talk about somebody that, when you're world renowned, when you are world renowned, you allowed to be anywhere doing anything at any time. So I'm just holding on, hoping that he get a few minutes to kick in. Uh-oh, what's happening, y'all? Is this him coming on now? No, that was, come on. I was getting excited, y'all. I was truly getting excited. My computer did some weird stuff just now, and I thought that was George trying to kick in. No. But I told y'all I've been around so many of the great ones, the great minds. Someone says they can't hear me, or is it their phone? Give me a mic check on my call in, 218-548-0510, 1950 pounds. Somebody give me a mic check. Oh, he said. Coming through clear on my end. Okay. Let me see what's going on here, y'all. Let me see what's going on. No, it's all the way up. Oh, it must have been him, because now he says he can hear me. Hello, Elder Bonds. Glad to see you on. Uh, oh, nice. Is it okay? I'm going to have quite a few people on this evening. Probably wanting to hear Brother George Fraser, and I'm praying that he get a chance to pop in. Why is that doing that? That is the wrong one. I just noticed that. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna let it go with what I've got. But anybody out there, the lines are open. Anybody on the line want to talk to me? Somebody talk to me, and let's just have a conversation among ourselves. And if you have any questions or anything, like I tell you, if you learn something to teach us, if you know something, tell us. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. I'm hoping that well, I'm just gonna keep going and hoping like and praying that Brother George get a chance to come in. I have no idea. I'm getting some funny stuff on my computer this evening, y'all. So I'm hoping that it holds up. You know, I tell you, I'll be around a lot of brilliant minds. I've had the opportunity to be around some of the most brilliant minds in the country. I really have. Many, well, ain't none. I can say people probably say the same thing when they be around me. Now, I get people, you know, the saying that you can never judge a book by its cover. I was around some people today, and I've been around these people for quite a while now, a couple of years maybe, here and there, off and on. And I had this lady tell me, she said, you know, I had no idea that you were who you were. So I didn't have an idea, a clue. I said, well, what made you realize who I was? She said, I looked you up. She said, I got your card. And she said, and I was fascinated. As that was her word, she was fascinated. And she wanted to find out who I was and what I did. And she told me she's sorry. She apologized. I said, there's no need to apologize. She said, I'm sorry that I never even realized who you were. Never judge a book by its cover. You can never know who no one is until you get into who they are. I'm just an average Joe, just like you. I put my pants on one leg at a time. Just like everyone else. I just happen to be gifted, blessed, and serving my purpose. And you know, I can honestly say that I've been spiritually saved because I realized my purpose. And I'm proud of the fact that I realize my purpose. Do you realize your purpose? I mean, it's going to change in life as time goes. It changes. For those that have children, you know it changes. For those that have a job, you know it changes. For those that have family, you know it changes. Friend, it's going to change. But make sure it changes in a growth period or process. Because of me being an activist back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, I got a chance to be around all walks of people. See, I started following those that wanted to make me a leader. My very dear friend who I miss so dearly, God knows I miss Bldg Gregory so dearly, used to talk to me and tell me things and teach me and educate me, along with Walter Fartroy, uh, uh, C. Lewis Tucker. Oh, she was so brilliant. That woman was just unbelievable. And you talking about a leader. You talking about a leader. Dorothy Height, same way. I was around her on a constant basis. And watching them, helping them, following them, made me a leader. I learned to have to work on myself on a continuous basis. As long as I'm working on myself in a positive. In a positive. You have to concentrate on developing yourself. Because if you're satisfied with where you are in life, step aside for people who aren't. See, I'm never going to be satisfied. Because, I mean, my comfort zone, like I say, if you're comfortable and you live in a constant life of comfortability, you aren't growing. You have to be, like, see, I'm to the point where I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because if you're comfortable and you're going to stay where you are, that's not growth, baby. That is not at all growth. And see, every hour of every day is an unspeakable, perfect miracle. You know, George Fraser said something to me and through his teachings. He says, people don't decide their future. They decide their habits. And their habits decide their future. I did a show on habits. And if you aren't growing and changing your habits, because you they say by the time you're 35, you are so set in your habits, and it's hard to change. I was blessed enough to realize that years ago, and I constantly worked on my habits. Habits are hard to break, but I worked on mine. And see, as you work on yourself and you look at yourself and be honest and says, I've got to improve on that, and you work on improving on that, you're going to be surprised how far you're going to grow, how much you're going to grow. See, if you want to fly, if you want to grow, you got to give up the crap that that weighs you down. You have to give up that weight. As you grow, don't resist the change. That's like as you get older, you got to accept that change. What in life is it that you want, that you seek, what is that you're going on a direction? Accept what you have to do that is going to be a change to help you get to where it is you're trying to go and get what it is you're trying to get. All you got to do, baby, is just begin. See, how you act is how you attract. We are controlled by our rituals. Y'all, we can't be afraid to succeed. You can't, but the work that's going to take and the education and the learning and the knowledge and the study and the research that's going to take is constant. It is constant. You know, I wrote something down, and I'm going. It says here what it says. Let me find it where I put it. Don't suffer from the pain of regret. If you think the bill for winning is high, wait until you get the bill for regret. Now think about that, Lord God have mercy. If you think the bill for winning is high, wait until you get the bill for regret. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. I wish I had been here, been there. Regret is a beast. Regret is a beast. Oh, hold on, y'all. Something trying to kick. Oh, no, that wasn't it either. Come on, George. Regret is a beast. All of us somewhere along the line have things we regret. We regret. But all you got to do is accept it and keep on keeping on and keep doing what it's going to take to get you bigger, greater, and better. Like I said, we're controlled by our rituals. Never put it off till tomorrow. Because y'all realize tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Oh, tomorrow I think I'm gonna do this, and I'll wait and do it tomorrow. And when you wake up in the morning, tomorrow is what? Today. So never procrastinate. Procrastination is the assassination of your destination on your road to success. Hello, Miss Cora. Glad to see you on there. I got Ed. Who is this? I can see Edgar, Sheila, Oweda, Glenn, Ava, Arlene. I see a lot of these just got numbers and no names. Let me see what I got here. Hold on, let me see what I got. Yeah, it's got a lot of numbers and no names. But I'm glad to see y'all on. See, one thing I learned from that George wrote, because I read a lot of George's page, but I knew he's gonna be on. I wanted to be up on what he's doing now, and I was hoping he'd come in so he could tell us. He says, "You are not born a winner. You are not born a loser. You are born a chooser." Now listen to me. That's third eye and third ear. You're not born a winner. You're not born a loser. You are born a chooser. Otherwise, your choices. That's why I tell you, never ever blame nobody what happens to you. You are where you are behind your choices. Y'all remember now, if you're online, you can't have background noise because we can all hear it. We can all hear your background noise. So get in a nice quiet place. Y'all, we're going to get to where we're going. You stay tuned in to me. Oh, y'all, some of the guests I got coming on. I've got a list. Oh, I didn't bring my calendar out here with me. That's okay. because I'm not going to really let nobody know who. Because most of y'all not going to know a lot of them anyway, and they're world and they're brilliant, big business owners who want to tell you how they got to where they are. Some of them are going to be authors. They're going to tell you about their book and what made them write that particular book on that particular topic. Let me ask you a question. What would your life look like or be like if you didn't care what people thought of you? Think about that. You know, they say the older you get, the less you care about what people think about you. That's true. Well, see, I was never a follower. I was never one of the type of people to follow the latest fashion, you know, name brand, gotta have this, gotta have that. Yes, I admit every time I bought a car, I bought a Cadillac. But that's because that's the car that I wanted. I wasn't trying to impress nobody. But y'all got to realize I kept my cars for 10, 12, 15 years. I didn't buy a car every 2, 3 years. Why? Why am I going in debt to impress who? You got cars that can last for 100, 150, 200,000 miles. Why am I going to trade it in every 40, 20, 30, 40,000 miles? It makes no sense. All you're doing is making rich people richer while you're struggling like hell trying to impress or keep up with the Joneses. I'm telling you right now, quit trying to keep up with the Joneses. They've moved. And you're still trying to keep up with them. Or somebody else come in their neighbor in their house, and then you're trying to keep up with them. Well, shit, they just bought a new car. I got to get one too. How's that? What kind of? I'm be blunt, y'all. I ain't gonna be like, what kind of stupid is that? Now you got a $600 or $700 car note, $800, $1,000 car note, and you parking your car in an apartment. At an apartment. That totally makes no sense. I can afford a big expensive car if I want one. I drive a Nissan Altima. I drive now. Last time when I bought a car, I looked at a Cadillac I was going to buy. I said, no, why, man, why are you going to spend $35,000, $40,000 for a car, and you don't drive that much? I mean, you do because you travel out of town, but you don't drive, you know, to work every day. My studio is in my home. I'm home right now in my studio. I went and picked up a Cadillac for my wife. She said, baby, I don't want no Cadillac. I do not want a Cadillac. So I bought her, we went shopping and bought her an Altima. And I drove her Altima on the road one day. We were going somewhere on the road, going 3, 4 hours. I said, wow, this thing is sweet. It handles good. The ride is comfortable. It's quiet. So when I went to get me another car, yes, I went to look at the Cadillacs first. I could not talk myself into that kind of a note, putting down that much money. So I went and looked at what she had, an Altima. And when I got on the lot, I was looking around, all of a sudden, Altima just hollered, here I am, come over here. Here I am, I'm your car. It's just like it just stood out. I said, wow, this is nice. I drove it a couple of times and I took it home for a couple of days. You know how to now, some of them they let you take it home for a couple of days. Because they had my other car, my Cadillac, and almost 200,000 miles on it. So they let me take this one home. And I kept it, still got it. Gonna have it until hell freeze over, as long or sooner. I'm not saying I'm not getting another car, y'all, but it is not likely. Because if anything, I'll just rent a car for a day or two. You know, there's nothing like having something that you ain't got a note on. Your house, your automobile, a furniture bill, something like that. And once you pay it off, it's sweet. I'm used to not having a note. When I got this car with a note, I said, damn, this sure. I didn't like it. I did not like it. So I've been paying double payments on it. I'm gonna pay it off in 2.5 years. What are you doing that's holding you back? What are you doing that's holding you back? Lines are open if somebody want to talk to me. Lines are open. Just speak up. Don't be bashful. Someone's got a lot of background noise. I didn't want to mute everybody out, but somebody's not respectful, and they're got a lot of background noise.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I am blessed, young man. Who am I speaking with?
My name's Daryl, sir.
Yes, Daryl. Talk to me.
Okay, small question I had for you is, how would you say the road to success, getting out of debt, living I would say, not the American dream, but, the life that you want to live, how would you go about doing that?
Living the life that your dream. Well, for one thing, you got to put it in writing.
Okay.
So you'll know what you need to do to get what you want. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Do not try to keep up with the Joneses. You ain't got to buy a big fancy car. I can afford what I want. And look at me right now. I'm driving an Altima. It stays clean. It rides good. It's quiet. The radio works. All I got to do is change the brakes and the oil and keep that done. It's just that in life, man, you got to see, when I say put it in writing, that means you're giving it to your spirit. But you got to read it aloud. Don't just write that. You got to read it aloud. You give them to your spirit so it can help you get what you want. And then you're running into people like me that can answer your question and give you a guideline. You may say, oh, well, that's something that's very minute. That's very small. I don't get those small things is what make big things. I used to see a penny or a nickel or a dime or a quarter laying in the street and not walk past it. Let me see one now. I pick it up. I got, my wife walks every day. And we're in a nice sized community. It ain't a big community, but it's got 250 homes. And she walks every day. And it's a 3-mile walk from when she leaves to where she walks from and then comes back home. It's 3 miles. And she sees a nickel, dime, penny, she'll pick it up. Guess what she found this morning? Dirty and sitting in a little puddle of water. A $20 bill. You know what I said to her? Baby, did you take time to look in that area real good in case there was more than that? And the wind just blew that 20 into that little puddle of water? But see, it's the little things, man. You can't expect to get everything that you want right now because it's going to be big. What you want is big. You got to do the little things. You got to do the little things to get there. And you got to do the research to find out what little things you got to do to get there.
So how would you say I should go about fighting the urges to keep up with the Joneses?
Right.
At some point in time, it feels like I want to keep up with them because, I want to be not accepted by society, but feel like I'm, a part of, the hustle and bustle or the world I'm living in,
Well, see, one thing, man, you try to impress somebody that's don't give a damn about you. They don't think about you. They aren't watching you say, I got to keep up with you. Then why are you trying to keep up with them? I told you today, man, I had a lady told me, she says, Mr. Murray, she said, Professor Murray today, she said, I had no idea you were who you are until I got one of your business cards. And I had to go and do research, find out who you were. She's been around me now for almost 2 years. She says, I had no idea that you were who you are. And see, one thing I realized too, man, everybody's not my client. Everybody can't be my customer, can't be my client. I had to fire someone recently too because they wouldn't do what they were paying me for them to do. And I said, I'm not taking no more of your money because you aren't doing what I'm telling you to do anyway. And see, that's hard on me. That's like you going to school and then don't do your homework. Then you ask the teacher, well, why come I'm failing and I don't know nothing? Hey man, stop trying to keep up and just. I got one of the baddest wardrobes. You got to see my wardrobe. And nothing in my wardrobe is name brand. I was in the clothing industry for 20-some years. And I realized, man, buying name brand, all you're doing is making that person rich while you struggling to pay for it. When I tell you to put it in writing, when you put in writing what you want, and you start researching how to get what you want, and you talk to me and get the process to get what you want, because you don't know. Well, talk to someone who does. See, man, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Because here's the thing. Right now, man, I can travel anywhere in the world I want to go. I can travel anywhere I want to go. But do you know why? I did not keep up with the Joneses. See, the Joneses, every time they were traveling here, they went there, they did this, they did that. And when as they get older, they realize they don't have the money to do what they want. See, I can do what I want because I sacrificed when I was younger to do what needed to be done. So now I can do what I want to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm in my 70s now. And like I said, I can go and do what I want to do, but I have no desire for a lot of stuff that people do. Paying $200 or $300 for a concert. What are you going to a concert that's paying $200 or $300? Where did that concert benefit your future? Huh?
Is that because you've reached the age and you're in a point in life where you've done everything you wanted to do, so you don't have nothing on your bucket list?
Oh, brother, you don't know. I used to be a concert junkie. But then it didn't cost like it costs today. You can spend $20 or $30 to go down and see Patti LaBelle, give you a 2-hour show. I went and saw Stevie Wonder and Aretha Franklin at the same time, and it didn't even cost me $50. Now they've got it where you can't afford it. You got to make sacrifices. Now I went and saw Color Purple. There are 2 theaters. They're about 10 minutes apart. One of them costs $13. The other one costs it costs $5.99. Which one you think I went to?
$5.99.
$5.99. Same movie, different theater. Oh, I went to see Color Purple and I went to so-and-so theater. Oh, man, I paid $15, $13. Well, I saw the same movie you saw. Got the same thing that you saw, and I ain't paid for $5.99. You know, my wife taught me how to shop. I used to, whatever I wanted, I would buy. I would want something at a store, I would go in and get it, wouldn't even compare the prices. She taught me how to shop. And then when I was working for a grocery store when I was 21, I worked for Safeway. And I looked at how, see, back then we had to put some of the labels on the cans. You might get a can that says Del Monte, and you put a Safeway tag on it, their name brand tag on it. Same can, but you go pay 30, 40 cents more for that same can. They took the name brand off of it and put their name on it. That same thing today. See, people don't realize there aren't but 3 or 4 TV companies in the world that make TVs. These companies, all they change is the box. The what you call it that it's in, the cabinet that it's in. Look at your cars. A lot of them still got it, all of them still got the same motor. But you're paying for the name. You're paying for the name. General Motors, look at the engine in General Motors. Chrysler, Chevy, Ford, got the same engines. What are you paying for? The name. Do your research. See, here's the thing, man. Never, ever, never, ever, ever buy a new car. You talking about the biggest waste of your money is when you buy a new car. You get a car that's 2 years old and you're saving almost 25% on that same car, 2 years old. They might not have a 20 or 30,000 miles on it. That car is still brand new. Because it's good for 150, 200,000 miles. Why am I gonna go buy a car, have a $500 or $600, $800 car note? When I can buy one and have one that's $300 or $400, have the same car, it's just 2 years old. So you got to learn how to control your life and not worry about impressing anyone. That's all. You just got to learn. Don't impress why you got to impress somebody. If you do your homework, like I told you, do your homework. Do your research. Figure out how to get what you want that's not going to break you. You have to get a coach or a mentor, young man. You got to get a coach or a mentor. Name me one great athlete or movie star that's not been coached. You'd be surprised how many coaches Oprah Winfrey has. You'd be surprised how many coaches LeBron James has. You know where LeBron got his money from? Yeah, basketball made him rich, but his investments and his business sense made him wealthy. He got one of the top people in the world to coach him. Look at Magic Johnson. He would not be where he is, a multi-billionaire. He wouldn't got one of the top business minds out there that coached him in business. If you don't have a coach or a mentor, I'm gonna say at this point, you're a fool. You'd be surprised how much money I spent on my coaching. And I've been out here doing this for 40-some years. And I got coaches. Because just like, you know how basketball players, are you an athlete? Hello? Well, put it this way, you got to get, you can't, like they say, you can't see the picture if you're in the frame. That's what I'm saying. You can't see, you can't. You got to take a good look at yourself, young man. And I hope I answered your question. I really do. I hope I answered your question. When I do a class, you need to come to my classes. That's when I really get down into the nitty gritty. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. I mean, there's so much I could have told him. Somebody talk to me. I just need somebody to talk to me real quick. Don't be afraid to ask what you want. Ask your spirit to give it to you. Ask your God to give it to you. Look at me. I'm asking my people online right now, and I'm on 7 social media sites and YouTube right now at the same time. I'm asking you to donate to the show, The Road to Success, $25 to keep me on the air. $25. Cash at me, $W Murray. That's WMURRY. $W Murray. You can PayPal at paypal.me/MM Institute. PayPal.me/MM Institute. Or you can send it to me by mail at P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland, 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland, 20753. You can call me here at the Institute. You got a credit card? Call me at the Institute. 240-619-2019. 240-619-2019.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Still, the call dropped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, you were a former athlete. Then you know how valuable coaching is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there it is. You know, Steph Curry, he has a dribbling coach. He has a shooting coach. I mean, all these athletes, they're great. They got coaches. Look at Michael Jordan. Was leading in scoring, but couldn't win a title. So Phil Jackson said, look, you still be scoring leader, but I'm going to teach you how to win a championship. How many did he win? Because he had the right coach. Look at right now, look at Coco Golf. Look how many coaches she's got. You ever seen her coaching her box? Most people in that box are her coaches. Only a fool doesn't have a coach. And I'm not calling you a fool, but I'm just saying, come on, man, you can't do it by yourself. Because see, you're in the picture, but you can't see the picture if you can't see the frame if you're in the picture. I'm gonna give you for instance.
So you're saying I should get a coach?
You should get somebody that can coach you, that can mentor you. Yes, somebody can look at what you're doing and look at your thought process. Because see, man, success has a process. Life has a process. Do you realize that everyone that's alive is an entrepreneur? Everyone is an entrepreneur because your life is a business. And when you treat your life as such, you'll find out how much easier it is to get to where you're trying to go. Ask somebody who knows. You can't, if somebody never isn't in business, don't ask them. How they gonna tell you? Can you tell me how to climb to the top of a mountain if you've never been there? So
no, I can't.
Right.
I mean, all I can do is do the research and try to figure it out, and hopefully I'm getting the right research from wherever I'm looking up, and hopefully it's the right information.
But until you get somebody that can look at what you're doing, that knows what needs to be done, you're still going to struggle.
But what if I told you that I'm not really a fan of the whole coaching and mentor thing. I kind of try to just use my life and things that I go through as a guide to, how I should be going about things and how I should be, handling certain situations.
You're not going to be able to get what you really need in a sense that's going to build you and grow you as rapidly and fast as you want to. Hey, man, I've been doing this for 40-some years, and I still get coached.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going almost 50 years as an entrepreneur, and I still got coaches.
So what's more for you to, what more can you already learn that I don't know, you think you don't already know?
Well, for one thing, the kids, I got young people help me with my social media. I could do it, but they can do it faster and better. They can show me things that I don't know and don't get. My 5-year-old great-grandson showed me something on a computer that I had no idea about. He was 5. Because he told me, no, G Papa, no, G, but you don't do it like this. G Papa, you got to do it like this. I'm saying, would you look at this and he ain't but 5 years old? If you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, you got to have somebody around you. I could never be where I am now were it not for people like Dick Gregory, people like George Fraser, Coretta Scott King, Rosa Parks. I could name and name. If I'd never been around those people, I wouldn't be where I am today. Walter Fauntleroy taught me something. He told me, he said, look, he says, if everybody does a little, nobody has to do a lot. And I had to learn to understand what that meant. I didn't get where I am by myself. Ain't no way. They get credit. I give them their due. I wouldn't be sitting here living a comfortable life like I'm living on the mic, like I'm on the mic teaching, if it weren't for them. I might have got here, but I wouldn't be where I am now. Stop trying to go alone, y'all. It's too hard. That which we give our energy to will multiply, and out of that will come your greatness.
So where would you say I go from here? Try to find a mentor, try to seek one out. If I was to get a coach or a mentor, I would want it to be natural. I wouldn't want it to be forced or thrown upon me or anything like that, because I feel like those are not genuine. And the ones that are pushed upon you, they have a hidden agenda. And they don't.
Well, see, man, for one thing, you got a negative mindset that's telling you can't trust nobody. You got to trust people, man. What am I? Why you don't want to call me, ask me to coach or mentor you? I'm where you trying to go.
I can do that.
I'm where you trying to go. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 50 years. You know what it's like, man, not to have a boss. Because here's one thing about it: you're either an entrepreneur or you work for one. I can teach you how to use the job you got now and how it's going to help you from just working there if you know what to look for. That's life. What in life are you looking for? Look at what's around you. The answer could be right there, but you don't even know what you're looking, what it is and what you're looking for. What are you trying to be? What is it you want to be?
Financially free.
Do you have it in writing? How you gonna be financially free, man, if you don't understand finances?
I know a little bit enough.
Okay. You're gonna struggle your whole life, brother, with that mindset. And I'm not knocking you, man, because you sound like you're young.
Yeah.
You sound like you're young.
I'm 27 going on 28.
Oh man, when I was your age, man, shoot, I was out there, or I was still out there, but I put myself around people. You know, who were doing better than me. And I'd ask them, how did you do it? Ask questions, man. That's the life. That shit like your parents. If you don't know something, don't you ask your parents? When you were growing up?
What'd you say?
When you were growing up, didn't you ask your parents? If you didn't know? Dad, how do I do this? Mom, how do I do this?
Here and there, but for the most part, I try to figure it out on my own.
And look how long it takes, because you're 27. Look where you're at now. I'm not knocking you, brother. I'm trying to open your eyes.
No.
See, I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to my show is national.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
pretty good though.
Well, I'm not gonna knock where you are, but you got to give yourself the ability to grow, man, and you got to know how.
Okay, so let's say if I wanted to continue this conversation, but on a personal level, how do we initiate that?
You call me at 240-619-2019. 240-619-2019. And we'll go from there.
You said 240-619.
2019.
Okay.
See what you don't. I'm gonna tell you something that you didn't even realize. Me talking to you helped a lot of people. See, somebody else had the same question you had. So me talking to you helped them. I said, there's my Julie Beth. Hey baby, how you doing? That's my granddaughter, Julie Beth. Lines are open, y'all. We got a couple minutes. Somebody talk to me. We got 2 minutes. Talk to me. And I'm sorry George didn't come on because I got to open him to come on and he never came on. We'll talk, him and I probably talk in the next couple of days. He'll make up for it. But I already knew he had something else to do too, because you know.
Hey sir, I want to thank you for your time and your
Well, I'm glad I got a chance to do, because I didn't know what I was going to do with George not being here. And talking with you helped somebody online, because they were listening. I got more people on right now because they were expecting George, and I know they were expecting George. And I'm sorry, y'all. Don't blame me, and don't blame him, because you know when you world renowned like he is, stuff come up, and he knows, and I understand. If someone's going to pay him a lot more than I can pay him, take the job, take the money. But everything, money ain't everything. Sometimes the experience is worth more than the money. I've spoken many times for free because I realized the benefit I was going to get from it, or the clientele, or the people that's going to hear me that might not have got that opportunity. So it ain't always about money. I got kids that work for me now, and I don't pay them nothing. I mean, I do. I don't have to because it's voluntary, but they getting their hours they need for school because they get hours that's credit to their education, and I give them that. But when I do an event live or I do something, I pay them for it, and I don't have to, although I do. Lines are open, y'all. We got a minute. Somebody want to talk to me real quick? Somebody say, "Ooh, somebody's yawning. They ready to get offline." Yeah, we heard you. I hope I was able to help you, young man, and I answered your question.
Yes, sir. I wrote down your contact information, and I'll definitely be reaching out just to make sure I have it again. 240-619-2019.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And doctor, my name's Daryl.
Okay, Daryl, you'll tell me who you are when you call me, because I might not remember, man. I'll be honest with you. I talked to so many people.
Yeah, no worries. My memory's not the best either, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, y'all, guess what time it is? It's 58 after the hour. 58 after the hour. So, as always, in my closing, what I always tell you in my closing, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling. We're going to get there, and we're going to get there together, and we're going to win. And, I always give you truth and fact, because truth and fact are undefeated since the beginning of time. And the truth is, I love you. And the fact is, ain't nothing you can do about it. So until next time, everyone, I'm telling you, God bless. Stay tuned, because I'm bringing on some heavy Black History Month, February. I'm bringing on some heavy hitters, people you hear about or you see on TV and stuff. That's who I'm bringing on. I went back and contacted a lot of powerful people, baby. So hang tough, hang on for Black History Month. I'm gonna give y'all a lesson during the month of February. But I'm very Black orientated, because one of my purpose is to build and grow my people. Until next time, y'all, God bless, and keep working on your road to success. Thank you. Good night, and God bless.